Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Oviedo City Council meeting. It's a little bit after 6:30 on Monday, November 5th. 4 members of council are present, and a mini-me of Councilman Britton is here. Nico. Wait, Nico. Camera's over there. There you go. Nico is doing a class project on careers and has been shadowing me for the last couple of days and tonight, and then we're going to Metroplan on Thursday, right, Nico? You're going to have a whole room full of mayors there. Oh, lucky you. That's what Councilwoman Drago says when I have to send her. Oh, yay! All righty, with that being said, why don't we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? And Nico, why don't you step forward and you can lead us in it, okay? Come on up over here. Oops.
There you go, bud.
Flag's right there.
All right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job, bud.
Chief, can you lead us in the invocation this evening?
Good evening.
Evening, Chief.
If you would like to join us in prayer, please feel free to do so at this time. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight and we ask your comfort, your help, your assistance for the disaster victims from the recent hurricane disaster. Lord, we pray for all those people that have become homeless. We pray for the governments as they try to re-engage and support these folks. Lord, we pray for our country tonight. We pray for tomorrow's election. We pray that we come together as the United States and stand together at the end of this election. We pray for all our elected leaders and their dedication to service and willingness to serve others. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chief. First order of business we have this evening is the Distinguished Budget Award. I'll turn it over to our city manager for a brief introduction.
I believe you have the actual award.
I do. We will, after you introduce it, we'll come down.
I place this item on the agenda so City Council can formally recognize the Budget Office staff for being awarded again the Distinguished Budget Award from the Government Finance Officers Association for production of our fiscal year 11-12 budget document. The GFOA award program is the only national awards program in governmental budgeting and is designed to encourage local governments to prepare and issue budget documents of the highest quality. We're pleased tonight to have Robin Hayes and Gail Bigelow joining us.
Terrific. Council, why don't you join me down in the front? Nico, you're up to stand. Ladies, this is another plaque. This is how many years in a row? 7 years in a row from the Government Finance Officers Association, and it reads Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. It is presented to the City of Oviedo for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2011. Congratulations. Great job, everyone. You guys come up front. You too. Gail? I'm still the shortest person. Thank you so much, ladies. Great job. Might as well stay down here. We're not done. Yeah, why don't you take these, grab the sheets, bring them over. All right. Voice of the People Award. This sounds like something from TMZ.
Thank you. We have the distinct pleasure of recognizing the City of Oviedo for 2 very honorable national awards that we have received. We're very surprised and delighted to receive these very recently from the ICMA, the International City County Managers Association. And this first one is to formally recognize the fire department, the fire services and ambulance and emergency medical services for being awarded the Voice of the People Award for Excellence. Chief White?
Come on, Chief.
Join.
And Catherine, this is based on our citizen survey.
It is. There's quite a bit more to this, but an award of excellence is for the ratings of the service quality and must be one of the top 3 among all eligible jurisdictions in this survey, the National Citizen Survey that we've done every couple of years.
Now we've got about 250 cities in the place.
Over 500 jurisdictions.
500.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, let's pose for a picture.
Fantastic.
We'll move on to the next. Great job. Chief, come here. He's got new batteries. He's having fun.
Not only one national award, but we received 2 national awards. And this one is also from ICMA.
Well, we're Oviedo. We expect him.
That's right. 3 in one night. I had to put 3 on at the same time, sorry. But these are too important to not recognize. Our Public Works Department tonight is receiving this award for the street repair services area.
Bobby.
So Bobby and David, please come.
Come on up, guys. Great job.
Don't be so humble.
I just beat in the middle. There you go.
Now he's on back for us. Yeah, great job, guys. That is the end of ceremonial items, guys.
Okay, you're going up that side, just throws me.
I'm still blinking.
I miss that one.
Yeah, my eyes are still flashing also. Thanks, Drew. That is the end of our ceremonial items. We are now moving on to the approval of the minutes of our regular session from October 22nd, 2012. What is the pleasure of council?
Make a motion to approve the minutes from October 22nd?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call the vote. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on, next item on the agenda is for public comment. This is for anybody who would like to address council on any item that is not on our agenda this evening. Seeing none, we will close public comment. And we are going to move on to our consent agenda. What is the pleasure of council?
Mr. Mayor, make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, call the vote. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Public hearings, we have none this evening. First reading of ordinances. We have ordinance number 1553. It is the fire prevention, or amendments to the fire prevention code. Ms. Brazil?
Thank you. This is a request for council to approve amendments to the Fire Prevention and Protection Code of Ordinances. The purpose of this amendment is to implement recent state law changes in regards to burn permit authority in cooperation with the Department or the Division of Forestry, and to provide a mechanism to issue fines for excessive false alarms and excessive responses to illegal burn complaints. It is recommended to read Ordinance 1553 by title only and schedule a public hearing for Monday, November 19th.
Thank you, Ms. Brazil. Mr. Groot, will you please read ordinance number 1553 by title only?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. Ordinance of the City of Oviedo, Florida, substantially revising and amending Chapter 26 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Oviedo regarding the adoption of the Florida Fire Prevention Code and related codes and matters relating to fire safety and life safety, providing for legislative findings and intent, providing for the regulation of fire alarms, providing for penalties and remedies, providing for a savings provision, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for codification, and providing for an effective date. That's the ordinance by title, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Groot. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to schedule a public hearing for ordinance number 1553 on November 19th, 2012, here in the Oviedo City Council chambers at approximately 6:30 p.m., 400 Alexandria Boulevard, Oviedo, Florida, 32765.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and multiple seconds. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, call the vote. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. Moving on, we're on to item number 12, which is ordinance number 1555, special assessments and municipal liens, amending ordinance number 1503. Ms. Brazil, brief introduction.
Thank you. This is a request to adopt Ordinance 1553, which modifies Ordinance 1503 on special assessments and the recording of municipal special assessments and other municipal liens in favor of the city. Essentially, this relates to all of our code enforcement, solid waste, stormwater, water, sewer, and LATMO liens. These modifications simplify our current processes and procedures. It is recommended to read 1555 by title only, schedule a public hearing for Monday, November 19th.
Thank you, Ms. Brazil. Mr. Groot, will you please read ordinance number 1555 by title only?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. An ordinance of the City Council of the City of Oviedo relating to liens upon real property and amending codified and uncodified provisions of ordinance number 1503 and provisions of the City Code as set forth in Chapter 22, Article 6, relating and pertaining to the imposition of special assessments upon properties which require lot clearing, real property maintenance, or nuisance abatement to be conducted by the city, providing for implementing administrative actions, providing a savings provision, providing for conflicts, providing for severability, providing for codification, and providing for an effective date. That's ordinance by title, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Groot. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to schedule a public hearing on November 19th, 2012 for ordinance number 1555 here in the Oviedo City Council chambers at Oviedo City Hall, 400 Alexandria Boulevard, Oviedo, Florida, 32765 at approximately 6:30 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Who seconded? You did? I thought it came from Nico.
Sorry, no. My agenda went gone. Okay.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call the vote. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Moving along, item number 13, resolutions, we have none. Discussion items, we have none. City Manager's report.
Just one brief item. I'd like to ask council to consider having a work session for the Oviedo on the Park, Center Lake Park design with our design consultant. We have a possible date in mind for you of December 10th, if you would like to consider that work session.
Good for me.
Works.
5:30?
Sure.
Sure. Just have Pam drop it in all our calendars, please.
Okay.
Catherine, what day is that?
That's a Monday.
Monday.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Next up, Councilwoman.
Well, I want to congratulate Chief White on the great article in the Lifestyle magazine that came out. There was a really wonderful article about him and his family. In fact, there were several good articles in that publication this time. You are all going to receive an invitation to Adoption Day through the Community-Based Care of Central Florida. I believe it's on November 16th, and it's going to be in the afternoon, and I'll send you those details later in an email. I want to thank Bobby for the quick response on the lighting on Lockwood Boulevard and the neighborhoods. It was only a couple days later, I got an email from the gentleman who contacted me, and he says, they're fixed. They're all fixed. He checked every one of them. So that was a good response, and thank you for getting in touch with Progress Energy and getting that done. I also want to bring up something. I don't know the police officer's name right now, but I found out today that a friend of mine had a stroke in her front yard, and she was near her house, near the bushes. And she knew enough to kind of like get herself out a little bit, and she was unconscious. Well, this was on South Lake Jessup, and the police officer who was driving by noticed her laying on the ground. That is excellent, excellent, excellent community policing. He pulled over, he went over, he got help, and called the fire department. So I'm trying to find the police officer's name so that I can personally thank him. You're working on it? Okay, good. I just think it's wonderful because he could have probably saved her life, and really looking for her. He could have just driven by and not looked. So thank you to the police department, and thank you to the fire department, because I'm sure you were there to help. And last but not least, we've got Great Day in the Country on Saturday, put on by the Oviedo Women's Club. I think it's like the 38th year that in the row they're going to be having it. It's a great, great festival, and it brings a lot of people into our city and partnering with the city. It's a great opportunity for us, and so I hope you come out and enjoy. The hours are 9 to 4 on Saturday. Thank you.
All righty. Deputy Mayor is not here this evening, and I only have a couple of items. We had the homecoming parade for Oviedo High School. 2 weeks ago, Drew again, staff, great job on the floats. Oviedo High did win the district championship again this year. I think that's 4 in a row for them, so congratulations to them. Saturday was the farmers market in Lars. It still seems to be just humming along over there. You guys are doing a great job. The Lawton House was just filled with people when I went by. Ingrid was just running around. She couldn't keep up. So great job by all. Tomorrow is Election Day. Everybody needs to get out and go vote. The polls will be open between 7 to 7. And as a reminder, a lot of people's precincts have changed, so please check your precinct. There is no voting here at City Hall for the first time in, probably about 18 years. There'll be no precinct here, so if your precinct used to be City Hall, I suggest you go to the Supervisor of Elections website this evening. You can put in your name, your address, and I think your birth date, and it'll pop up and tell you where your new precinct is. A lot of precincts have moved, so just a little heads up for everybody, and tomorrow night we will see what's going to happen. All I know is we'll all get our TVs back after this. No more commercials and ads. So, with that being said, that is the end of my report. Councilman Schenk.
I echo the comments, Drew, about the high school float. Again, great job. I look forward to the confetti cannon. It was wet, so we couldn't use it that first one, so we're looking forward to that for our for the Christmas parade.
We got a record going here.
You need a record? We got to go faster. I've got an upcoming. I went to the Seminole County Facilities meeting, school facilities meeting. I'll leave them information in the back, but they basically talked about the rezoning, of which there's a work session in the next couple of days. I think it's Thursday. But they had some information and some slides that we can look at, and they'll keep presenting the information to us. Otherwise, get out and vote tomorrow.
Great.
That'll do it.
Councilman Henkin.
Just want to wish you guys good luck. You good luck tomorrow, Election Day. I would say 3 of the 4 people in this race this year ran good campaigns. One is still out there telling a bunch of lies that I don't like, so I just wish you all good luck. I know how hard it is, and I know you're in the home stretch, and you won't sleep tonight, but it'll all be over soon. So at least we'll know who's going to win tomorrow. I have a funny feeling the presidency, we're going to have a 2000 repeat. A lot of lawyers and a lot of junk. It's that close, So hopefully we have a good one, but that's all I have, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Mr. Grid, I had skipped over you by mistake. Did you have anything for us this evening?
Nothing this evening, Mr. Mayor, thank you.
All righty, great. Future meeting dates, we have Monday, November 19th, regular session at 6:30. Monday, December 3rd, we have at 5:30 PM our CRA meeting. Then at 6:30 PM our regular session. Then we have Monday, December 10th at 5:30 PM a work session. Then we have Monday, the next meeting after that is Monday, January 14th at 6:30 PM. So with all of that being said,
Just want to say thanks to Nico. I know it wasn't the most exciting meeting, this one. Some of them have a lot more on it, but we appreciate you being here.
have fun, Nico? Kind of, right? You still want to be a mayor or a politician?
All right.
Good for you.
Good job.
Good for you.
Some of these great notes, too. He's got a lot of notes there, so.
You see the copious notes he took at the chamber luncheon. I can't wait to see what he does at Metroplan. He's coming with me Thursday, so like I
It's a
said
little
earlier.
different view when you sit up here than when you're out there, right?
Did you like the view? Yeah. All righty. With all that being said, Nico, I need you to take the gavel, give it a little smack. Meeting adjourned.
We're done.
There you go. Good job.
Okay, my iPad's